Hi everyone, my name is Miana Melendez and I just wanted to share a part 2 video of how I became a top 5 finalist for the Beautiful You Coaching Award ceremony where I'm nominated as a Emerging Coach of the Year. And I also wanted to share in real time that I'm currently at 25% of my full goal. So I'm just so excited and appreciative and grateful, and thank you for all of the people who have shared donations, my friends, family, and community here in Puerto Vallarta. I just so appreciate you. And if you're considering or thinking about donating, thank you so much in advance for watching this video, hearing my story, and sharing it with other folks who resonate. So I wanted to share that before I enrolled in Beautiful You Coaching Academy's rigorous 6-month program, I had already been working with clients. I was already here in Mexico. I was working with my mom's business, as well as other entrepreneurs and business owners that were in the United States that had a brick and mortar business but wanted to get on social media, or other folks that just were wanting some copywriting, personal branding support, and resonated with, my services. And so while I loved doing that work as a strategist and as a copywriter, I quickly realized that there was so much more that I could do. I really felt like I was a service provider and that it was very cookie cutter, like here's a sales page, I need to update this service. And it felt very like cut and dry. But for the clients that I knew that I could help them more with was when I was working with them on the personal branding, because it's so unique to you, it's so personal, and there's no right or wrong way to create a personal brand. And so with those clients, I felt like I was really able to support them in kind of overcoming some of their limiting beliefs and their mindset, talking more about their inner child, and maybe even asking some of those thought-provoking questions of like, why do you think about it only from this perspective? Or, have you ever tried it this way? And kind of just opening up their mindset of like how they could run their business or how they could market. And so that is when I realized, I was like, okay, I'm running up against being a coach, but I don't yet have the structure, the framework, the methodologies of how to actually be a coach with integrity. And so that's why it was so important for me to enroll in Beautiful You Coaching Academy, because I just knew that this was the place and space that I could be my full self and bring my full spiritual and intuitive pieces of me online, as well as, yes, all the other skills and expertise that I went to school for and that I was already working with clients with. And so I was in the program from February to August of 2022. And that's why I say that and when my father and my cat passed away in November and December of 2021, I had already signed up for the program, but I didn't officially start yet. And so it was during that time when I was kind of going through my own, experience and process that we already had access to some of the modules. And I just realized it felt really tender, obviously still in February. I was still here in Puerto Vallarta doing Mamma Mia, being in shows. But of course, as you know, grief goes through a long process. And so that is what I was going through at the very top of starting the experience. And then by August, when I completed the program, I decided to invest in my own one-on-one coaching experience, because I wanted to synthesize and really apply everything that I just learned in the program to my own brand and business. Because starting my own business, kind of like the second iteration, but like a fully fledged version of it, where my name was like the real name of the brand, I needed my own website and my own copywriting and a personal brand photo shoot. And so I realized that there were so many pieces to the puzzle, and it was so helpful, again, full circle, to work with a coach to help me understand all of these pieces of myself and how I can share them online in a way that makes sense and is cohesive and all of that jazz. So I just wanted to share a little bit more about my backstory of how I was already working with clients, why and when I decided to work with Beautiful You Coaching, and now 4 years later, I'm nominated as one of their top 5 finalists for the Emerging Coach of the Year award. And I'm so excited to have the opportunity to fulfill this dream, make it a reality, and be in Melbourne March 30th for their award ceremony. And I just know it's going to happen, and I just appreciate you for helping me and making it so. So thank you so much. I hope this video resonates with you, and until next time, see you soon. Bye.